Hello. Hi, my name is Elias Patras, and I'm with my wonderful, amazing friend and co-facilitator,
Moira Scullion. Hi, everybody.
and we're here to talk about the Earth Honoring Altar Apprenticeship Program that we're offering coming up in April. We want to tell you a little bit about what the program is about, who should take it, the why you should take it, the value of being in sacred community, and we also want to tell you where and when and what happens in between our meetings. Moira, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about the program?
Sure, let's start off here. So, this apprenticeship is really about learning how to be in relationship with yourself. And we do this and we learn how to do this through the mediumship of using an altar, an earth honoring altar. So, Elias, I think you have a altar that is easily accessible, right? So we've all heard of altars, right? Altars have been used all over the world, every culture, religious institution, non-religious, shamanic background, everybody uses altars. Altars are a way of creating sacred space, right? You create sacred space to be able to do something that is a little out of the ordinary, right? It's a little more special. So it's working with these altars as a way to be able to create sacred space for yourself. So you can do something special for yourself and be and learn about yourself in sacredness.
It's also how you have a tangible item, whatever it may be, whether it's a crystal or whether it's a stone or even a picture.
Mhm.
That's something that when you are meditating with it or you are touching it or using it, it brings forth a certain energy, a certain memory, or maybe possibly even an exercise that we've done on the weekends that brings you back in alignment with self. You are the walking altar. You are this medicine piece within yourself. It's just acknowledging it outside of the body and that you can touch it, see it, feel it.
So in this training, we will be using the altar as a platform to be able to work with the elements of nature. Specifically, we're working with earth, water, air, and fire. And each one of those elements holds different properties, right? So we all know and can understand that earth is about grounding ourselves. It's about being in our physical bodies, right? And then we'll move into water. And water is all about the emotions. It's about being in the unknown, being with the feminine, working with that feminine aspect of ourself, working with how water is used to cleanse and purify ourselves, and what all those other little aspects of water. Lice, do you want to talk about air and fire?
Sure, air is all about fluidity as well, but from an interesting point of how air can be very spiritual. It can be the mind, it can be just being free. What does all that mean? And moving into fire, all about transformation, transmutation. It is also dealing a lot with masculine energy. So we have all these elements that are within us that are tangible, once again, to use the word tangible, for yourself. And the beauty of this is Moira and I both did an apprenticeship program in Peruvian shamanic traditions. We are teaching this, that any tradition that you would like to set up your altar, whether it's a indigenous type of feel that you have, maybe it's from just you're drawn to it, maybe it's a past life thing, maybe it's whatever you want, you're just drawn to, maybe it's something Celtic. You can look up information and set up your altar in these different directions for each of the elements. So this is really specific to you. We're teaching it from our point of view, but you are going to use the tools as how they work for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is really about making this altar yours, right? Because it is a reflection of you. So, how do you allow yourself to be in this relationship with yourself in a really deep way? How do you connect to the elements inside of yourself? How do you connect to the inner landscape? This is really what it's working with, right? An altar is right. If you think about an altar in terms of an external thing, right? It is a landscape. And so this is what we're working with. We're working with the internal landscape. And it's a really beautiful process. It's really potent. The other beautiful thing is because we're coming into this apprenticeship, what we call an apprenticeship, you're coming into community, right? We're coming together in a really small group. There's going to be 10 to 12 participants. It's the same people throughout the whole 7 months. So you form a relationship with each of these people. When you're on retreat with people, you bond really beautifully with them. But in addition to that, even between the retreats, you'll be connecting to each other. So again, it's this aspect of relationship to other people, relationship to the elements, relationship to yourself.
And each weekend, everyone, what we do is we bring you some experiential type of exercises that allow you to go within and work with these elements. For example, maybe we have an exercise where earth, we have an exercise about grounding, and maybe it is just as simple as getting 5 or 6 rocks and using them with a meditation, using them, reading a stone, a rock with each other. And what is that information that comes through from that stone? With water, maybe we are using a way of sacred water. What does that mean for blessing of water? What does water mean for everybody? How is it cleansing not only the outside, but also the inside? And each of these exercises are designed around each of these elements.
And it's also using these elements and this whole experience as a way to really tune into the deeper parts of yourself, right? We all have wounds. It's just a part of being a human on this planet. So it gives us opportunity to be able to touch on these wounds in really gentle and sacred ways to allow those, in my terminology, contractions in the body of those wounds to begin to open up and unweave and allow spirit to come in to bring some healing to those spaces. So it's a really potent time of healing. And through that healing, it's really a deep, deep exploration into your own being.
So true. So very true. And just for everybody to know that this is Moira and my third apprenticeship program that we are co-facilitating. And it's going to be at a beautiful place. It's going to be in Mechanicsville, Iowa. And the place is called Terramuse Retreat Center. And the food is included, the lodging is included, and obviously the whole weekend of the program. I would have to tell you that this place, even it's Midwest, we're both I'm a former Midwesterner. Moira's in the Midwest, and it is 47 acres that we can use with these earth elements. We'll be able to walk the land, use the land, and the facilities are beautiful. The food is really good, and the connection of having, as Moira said, 10 to 12 participants just allows a deeper involvement of a heart-to-heart connection. Do you want to tell them the date of the weekends?
Yeah. So through this 7 months, we're going to be meeting for 4 separate weekends. The weekends begin on Friday at about 3 o'clock and the end on Sunday at about 1 o'clock. So if you need to fly in, you would fly into the Cedar Rapids Eastern Iowa Airport. Gives you time to fly in on Friday, fly out on Sunday. It's April 26th to the 28th, June 28th to the 30th, September 6th to the 8th, and November 1st to the 3rd. So it's pretty much every other month. And then between those, we will be meeting once a month as a collective on Zoom, and we'll do a mini class retreat workshop on Zoom. And then we'll also, after each weekend, we break you down into smaller groups so that you can connect to each other in a smaller, more intimate way. So each of those mini groups, we encourage you to meet once a week so that you can really support each other in your personal growth, support each other in working with this new altar, with the elements, but also, as you move through this, there will be life that happens. And meeting life from, we consider this a shamanic perspective, right? A global shamanic perspective. Meeting life from a shamanic perspective really helps you step outside of yourself for your experiences and see it in a broader way and to hold it in a more sacred way. And it's very, very helpful for helping you to move through all your challenging life experiences. So through the 7-month program, you'll not only be moving through this by yourself, within yourself, but you'll also be moving through it in community, in support, and in reciprocity.
And that's really important, everybody. It really is important because we are all mirrors of each other. And there'll be so many beautiful life lessons here that will come up about maybe relationship and how I am in a relationship, how I act with it, let's say, with my mother, is something that's currently happening of how I would react with my partner or with my friend. It's a beautiful way of understanding our heart in all these elements. I want to also mention that in no way do Moira and I consider ourselves shamans. We are not. We have taken the 2-year program and we use some of these tools, but all these exercises that Moira and I come up with are based on some of those teachings, but they are our exercises that we have come up with, or we have shifted some of them to make them really fit for the energy of the group. So there's a lot of fun. And if you have been on any of our traditional retreats, this is taking it one step further. Moira and I are also going to be we'll let you know, we'll put it on social media. We're going to be having a Q&A information session so you guys can ask us a little bit more about the program. And Moira's going to be on my podcast soon, so take a look for that. And then we'll also have Moira come on Facebook and YouTube and have some more fun and talk more about this program. Yeah. If you guys are interested, Moira, can you tell them your email?
Yeah, if you are interested, feel free to email either one of us. You can email me at ms@moirascullion.com, which is listed right there. I won't spell it out for you. And we'd love to see you on this journey with us into a deeper self. That would be beautiful.
We're excited about this. We are actually almost half full. So seats are limited. Please take a look within yourself and invest in you with this program. I want to say thank you all for watching. And if you know somebody that's interested, pass us along to it. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Be well.